You know that feeling when you finally get that raise you've been chasing for years, and for like 2 weeks you actually feel wealthy, like genuinely, legitimately rich. You're scrolling through your bank account and smiling. Then 3 months later, you're more stressed about money than you were before the raise even happened. You bought that nicer apartment. You're eating out at better restaurants. Your car payment went up. And somehow your savings account looks exactly the same. That's not a coincidence. That's a trap. And it's specifically designed by your brain to keep you broke forever. My name is Alex, and I spend way too much time thinking about why people stay financially stuck even when their income skyrockets. And here's the truth. Lifestyle inflation doesn't work the way most people think. Everyone assumes it's just about discipline or willpower, but that's missing something fundamental. This isn't about bad decisions. It's about how your brain is literally wired to adapt to comfort and then convince you that you actually need that comfort to survive. Think about it like this. Imagine you're climbing a mountain with a massive boulder on your back. You're straining, sweating, questioning every decision that led you here. That boulder is heavy. It feels impossible. But then someone cuts the boulder in half. Suddenly you're moving faster. You're breathing easier. You feel like you could actually make it to the top. Here's what happens next. Your body adapts. Your muscles get stronger. Your breathing normalizes. And you know what your brain does? It finds another boulder. Maybe not the same size, but close enough. It fills that capacity back up until you're straining and sweating again. That's lifestyle inflation. You cut the burden in half, your lifestyle expands to fill the space, and you're right back where you started. Same effort, same stress, zero progress. Here's where it gets really interesting. This isn't just about spending more money. It's about what researchers call the hedonic treadmill. Your brain is constantly recalibrating what feels normal. When you made $30,000 a year, a $500 unexpected expense felt catastrophic. Your nervous system would activate. That's survival mode. Your brain is literally in threat detection mode, running on cortisol and fear. Every decision feels weighted. You can't think about anything else because money is survival. But then your income doubles to $60,000. That $500 expense? It barely registers now. Your brain recalibrates. That's the new normal. And here's the problem. With recalibration comes expansion. Because if a $500 expense doesn't feel threatening anymore, then you start thinking about upgrading other things. The apartment, the phone, the coffee routine. And before you know it, you're spending $800 a month on things that didn't even exist in your life 2 years ago. Your income doubled. Your stress stayed the same. Your savings stayed the same. Your lifestyle just got more expensive. The research on this is genuinely depressing. The Pew Research Center found that nearly 70% of Americans say they struggle to afford their current lifestyle, even when their income is in the top 50% of earners. Let that sink in. Most people making more than average still feel broke. That's not accidental. That's the system working exactly as designed. Your brain adapts to comfort faster than you can build wealth. Here's where the math gets exciting. Let's say you made $50,000 a year and managed to save 10% of that, $5,000 a year. That's your baseline. That's your wealth building velocity. Now you get a promotion. $50,000 becomes $70,000, an extra $20,000 a year. Mathematically, that should be life-changing. You should be able to save $15,000 a year now. That's a 50% increase in wealth building. But here's what actually happens. You upgrade to the nicer apartment. That's $300 a month. You get a better car. That's $250 a month. You start eating out more because you feel like you've earned it. That's another $200 a month. You're buying better groceries, better clothes, better everything. In 19 months, you've absorbed almost all of that extra $20,000. Your new savings rate? Still $5,000 a year. Same effort, same progress, completely invisible trap. The raise felt amazing for exactly 1 month. When you start recognizing this pattern, something fundamental shifts in how you see the world. Suddenly, you're not looking at an income increase as an opportunity to upgrade your life. You're looking at it as an opportunity to accelerate your freedom. That's a completely different calculation. When that extra $20,000 hits your account, you don't see it as permission to spend more. You see it as the fastest route to financial independence. Before, if your car broke down, that's a disaster. That's $5,000 you don't have. Your nervous system goes into full crisis mode. After you've built real wealth? The same car breaks down and you think, okay, this is manageable. This is an expense, not a threat. That's not just a financial skill. That's a complete psychological transformation. You've moved from scarcity mode to abundance mode not by being lucky or inheriting money, but by making one deliberate choice. You refuse to let your lifestyle expand with your income. Here's where most people mess this up. They think it's about deprivation. They think if they don't upgrade when they get that raise, they're somehow being cheap or missing out. It's not. It's the opposite. Listen to this. The average American household wastes approximately $2,200 per year on subscriptions they've forgotten about, higher cable bills than they need, and incremental lifestyle purchases that they rationalize as necessities. $2,200. That's where the money goes. It's not in dramatic splurges. It's in the creep. The invisible expansion that feels normal because everyone else is doing it. It's not a reward for working hard. It's the trap that keeps you working just as hard forever. The foundation of actual wealth isn't complexity or luck or inheriting money. It's discipline in one specific area. When your income increases, you get to choose whether you increase your lifestyle with it. That's it. That's the entire game. Most people never realize they have that choice. They think it's automatic. They think this is just what happens when you make more money. But it's not. You can make $70,000 a year and live on $50,000. That's $20,000 going into actual wealth building every year. In 10 years, that's $200,000 before compound interest even kicks in. Add in compound returns at 7%, and you're looking at $290,000. That's not just money. That's freedom. That's optionality. That's the ability to make choices based on what you want instead of what you need. The people who build actual wealth aren't the ones making the most money. They're the ones who mastered the ability to keep their lifestyle below their income. And they did it not through deprivation but through a simple mindset shift. When you understand that your brain is literally wired to spend everything you make, you can plan for it. You can automate it. You can move that $20,000 into a separate account the day your paycheck hits and just never look at it. Out of sight, out of mind. Your brain can't expand what it can't see. Your lifestyle stays stable. Your wealth accelerates. And in 19 months, instead of staying exactly where you are, you've fundamentally changed your financial trajectory. Look, escaping the lifestyle trap won't make you rich overnight. But it will fundamentally change how you think about money. It will transform a raise from a temporary dopamine hit into a permanent wealth-building tool. The next time your income increases, you'll have a choice. You can follow 90% of people into the trap and spend it all. Or you can be in the 10% that actually builds something. The difference is just one decision. But that one decision compounds. Start making it today. Your future self is counting on you. Trust me, they'll thank you for it.